Flavie, very exciting. And by the way, I invite anyone on our stand to experience an immersive suite that we developed. And I invite you to come by and have a look. It's super exciting. So, my name is Gauthier. I'm the founder of GG&Grace International. We are an interior design studio. Of course, sorry. Thanks. So, we've been designing hotels for the last 15 years. And I've been very lucky to travel in many, many countries to develop properties with several operators. It's been a very exciting journey, developing all those hotels and resorts. Now, 2 years ago, celebrating our 10th anniversary, I started to ask myself, what's next? I mean, how is my office going to look like in the next 15, 20 years? What's my purpose? Why am I going all around, traveling so much and designing all those hotels? Do I really love what I do? Do I care actually about sustainability? Do I care about traveling all this time? Where is the innovation? Do I really innovate? We were always working so much for the client and not too much for us. Sometimes you work there, you have no time to think. Am I a designer, or actually do I really consider myself as an hotelier? So I asked myself a lot of questions. And then the main question was really, how can I have a real impact on the industry, And do I really have one? Answering the brief of all the people, And then I realized that actually, the first question should be, how can I have a real impact on my people, Because it's not a one person's job, So this is my team, And I'm super proud of the team. Look at those smiles, the colors. I mean, when you look at that, you see a real team that is so excited, so happy, Well, now maybe that's because I'm on the picture as well, and they want to be happy when I'm there. So my question was, how can I keep them happy when I'm not at the office, How do I know that this morning when I was away, if I take a picture of them, they're still smiling like that, Are they really happy to do what they do every day? Of course not. We all have our doubts. Sometimes we always feel, I'm again doing the same thing. So I asked them the questions that I asked myself. What do you like in your life? What do you want to achieve, How can I help you to achieve your goals, So we started 2 years ago with a super cool concept. I actually talked with each one of them, and I asked them, how can I help you to achieve something this year, It doesn't need to be related with the office work. What do you want to be? So I had one person that always wanted to be a photographer, but she has no time to do training, So I told her, you know what, I'm going to pay for your training, the company, and I will help you all during the whole year to become that photographer. So she went online, we had trainings, we bought the camera, and after 1 year, Rana is now a super photographer, and she's the one taking pictures of our completed project. We have someone else that loves to be on social media, Actually, he's always on his phone and on Instagram. So I went to Ahmed, I told him, do you really like to do that? It's like, yes, well, would you do it a bit more for us, And instead of appointing someone to do my social media, would you rather, do you want to work on that, And we defined a real program during the whole year, and now he's taking care of our social media, We have someone that loves gaming and that loves virtual designs, And I'm very happy if you go around booths. Today I want to talk about my people, but if you go to visit our stand, you will see amazing immersive hospitality, as we call it, And I really invite you to come by. So what I mean by that is that actually by giving my people the time to develop their own achievements, actually it was a win-win for me as well, for the company. And today we are offering a lot of different tools that we didn't have before, So the office has grown, the clients are benefiting from it, and we're all very proud of what we do. So thank you very much.
What if you had a team member who likes pet snakes?
Who likes? Look, at the first, I want to help people to enjoy their moment, And I'm sure that I could find any link that could benefit at the end the group. What was important as well, and what's important still to do that, is to give to every one of them that, I mean, the feeling that they are expert in something, you know.
I appreciate that. That's
And
really
that at the office, actually, they are the ones that we like to go to, you know. I have other examples. Each one of them has amazing, did some choice. Some of them had difficulties to find that choice. It's difficult when you give suddenly the freedom to someone to develop something. It's like, that is not related with work. They feel like, okay, like I'm putting the example of cook, because I always explain that to the people. If you want to be, I mean, getting cooking lessons, it's okay, let's do this, you know. I need someone at the office that will help us to have a better diet, to help us to organize ourselves, to feel, you know, to have a better wellness. So I think even a snake, I mean, well, I didn't answer your question exactly, but, you know, I'm sure there is something, you know. Someone coming at the office, being happy. It's not, I mean, it's a few hours a week, of course, we need to focus on the job, but at least they feel like actually we are investing in them, you know. And
I understand you're coming from a good place. Thank you.
uh,
Any other questions?
I'm curious about scaling this. I mean, it's probably quite relatively straightforward for a company the size of yours to invest and really listen, and for you personally to sit down with each of your members, your team members, and understand what their passions are. What if you had a team of 100 or 300 or 400? How would you scale this idea?
well, I don't have a team of 300, you know.
Yeah.
We are 20, and I don't think I really want to grow that much.
No,
'cause
but
I
if
really
you were
want
to
to focus on my jobs.
take your philosophy and apply it elsewhere, how would you see it working?
I don't know exactly how it would be if we scale it that much, but I can tell you that it was also for me a solution to keep a direct contact with each one of them.
Right.
Because at the beginning we were only 5 and 6 and 7, it was still possible, but now that we've been growing, I lost that contact with each one of them. And they also don't have a contact, so I don't really understand what they want to do and how I mean, of course I listen to my managers, but I also want to have that direct contact, and they also want to have that contact with me. So that was, at least for me, a solution to keep contact with most of them, you know.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure, you can filter, you can scale it down. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.